Hello, Ted. My name is Ramita, and I'm working as a social worker in behalf of my agency, which is Altona Community Center. And what we do here is we offer some support groups for people who are going through some sort of problems in their lives. And we also support some sort of funding if someone is in need of financial aid. Have you heard about that, Ted?
No.
Okay. I'll explain it to you what things we do offer here in a moment. But first, I need to go through some of the things with you before beginning of our session today. Is it
Yeah.
okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Go on.
Yep. So what we do here is whatever I talk to you is gonna stay between us. It's gonna stay confidential. But there are some rules to this. There are some exceptions to this rule, which are if you are in danger or if you are danger to someone else, I need to report that to the authorities. And if
Should report the bitch Natasha.
yeah, I can understand your anger, but yeah, we are talking about Asia. Um, she doesn't matter here. Okay, we are here for you. And the second scenario would be if any kid is involved in that situation, or he could get harmed, or any elderly person, then I have to report that to the authorities or the person's families. And in some cases, where I can't think of a better situation or I can't think of a solution for you, in order to get a new perspective, I might share the conversation with my supervisor, which can really sort of help me to provide with a new way to help you with your situation. But anything I would tell him or her would be unnamed, as in I wouldn't say your name or address so that they cannot identify you. Do you think, how do you feel about that?
Fine. I'm just pissed off.
So, what happened today? What brings you here today, Ted?
Well, like I said, this bitch Natasha at work um told the higher up about me and made a complaint. So I've got this complaint now on me on my back, and if I get one more, I may lose my job. So I'm not really happy.
I could see how that could trouble you, but what happened? Why did she make the complaint?
I just I yelled at her, all right? And yeah, I wasn't supposed to yell at her, but she just gets on my nerves, and she got on my nerves one too many times. So I yelled at her and I hit the table.
Hmm, I could see how that could be a problem if you yelled at your boss at your work. Hmm, but could you tell me more about your situation and what made you lose your mind there?
I was just having a bad day, and she's always on me. Like, she's always bitching, and um she doesn't she just is on my back all the time. She'll throw a file in front of me and say, "Do it now," and I have to do it straight away. Or she doesn't give anyone a break.
Mm. Is her behavior like this with everyone, or does she just target you?
It's mostly with me, but I suppose some other people would be with as well.
Hmm. Okay. So, how long has it been going for?
It's been going the whole time she's been my manager.
Okay,
She's
and yep.
I'd probably say a year and a half.
Okay, and do you always lose your temper with her?
No, Sometimes, most times I can control it. I'd had enough.
Yeah, I can understand. I've had a client before who had a similar issue to you, but with some things that he applied in his life made him had a better control of his behavior.
Yeah, well, it's not
Let
me that you have to worry about, it's her.
Yeah, I know how bosses can be. So what I'm gonna do, Ted, is I'm gonna take notes of whatever you say to me, just to sort of go back and have a look at it after a session and see what I can help you with, and maybe have a new perspective of whatever you've told me. And you can have a look at my notes whenever you like. Do you feel
Yeah,
comfortable with that?
yeah, it's fine.
Okay. So, what do you think could come out of this session that could help you um, control your anger?
I don't know. It's just my issues are with just with her. Like, she just makes me so angry every time I see her. I just have an issue with her. It's sorry, I'm getting a bit angry now, and it's like I'm just mad at her. She's just, Ugh. I don't know what can help me, so I just need to control my anger at work.
Mm, but how do you think this session could help you do that?
I don't know. Um, you give me some ideas.
Okay, so what we could do here is, if you like, there are some anger management groups that are run by agency. Do you think you'd be interested in that?
Do I really have to go? I mean, it's her problem. Why do I have to be the one that suffers?
Yes, I know, but as you mentioned before, if it continues, you could lose your job, and I feel like you really need your job at the moment.
Yeah, well, it is COVID times and there's not really many jobs going around.
Mm,
So,
I know.
yeah, fine, I'll do it. What do I have to do?
It's just a sort of people who are dealing with such issues. They come together in a group, and then there's a supervisor who assists with the whole group, and they just talk about their experiences, and it helps them let their anger management and things that they couldn't do to keep their calm.
Yeah, fine. I suppose I need to if I'm going to be around her all day.
Mm. And I could also suggest you a few other things if you would like. We could continue these counseling sessions for more than 10 sessions if you like. If you see that it's helping you, we can continue that. Or there are some mindfulness apps or mindfulness groups that you might be interested in.
What's mindfulness?
It's a sort of meditation where you focus on little things and which makes you relax.
Yeah, I'll probably try the apps first. I'd rather stay at home and do it because I've got my boys. So,
That is okay. Um, Ted, could you think of a different scenario where this happened and you kept your cool?
I suppose I get mad at my boys sometimes when they're playing with their Legos and I tell them to pick them up, but they never pick them up. And sometimes I'm like, well, there's got to be consequences. So I just pick them up because it's quicker and then they don't get to play with them for the next couple of days.
Okay. And is there times where you get angry at them and then you think about some things that makes you cool down?
When I take a breath, I usually cool down and just realize that they're kids, and I suppose just understanding that they're kids and this is the way they are. They don't mean to do that.
Yes, I have kids too, so I could totally relate to your situation. I have my different methods of tackling with that, but I suppose those things can work for you too. And Ted, if I ask you to apply some of those things that you apply at home to apply at work to calm you down when your boss is around you, how do you feel
Yeah.
about that?
I really do have to change the way I talk to her. So I guess if she pisses me off, I can just take a breath and just see her as a big kid. And
Yep. So what you're saying is taking a breath, being assertive, and imagining a scenario would help you keep your calm.
yeah, I suppose.
Hmm. Okay. And Ted, um, after half of our session, on a scale of 1 to 10, how angry do you feel at her right now?
Suppose if I look at her as a big kid. 4.
Okay. Which I could say it's a good sign that it's only 4. Okay.
Well, it was a 9, or it was between a 9 and a 12 before.
Oh yeah, no, I could totally understand that.